Hello, everyone. We are here live. We are here live. Oops. Hello, testing 1 2 test 1 2. Hello, testing 1 2. Good. Good. Rusty G is modding. Thank you, Rusty G. And we got here Lexa Fulmer, Paula Faust, Sonic, Sharon A. Bear, Jackie Morgan, G.K. Ronderol, Geraldine Carsonson, Tina Brown, Happy Hens of Highbury from the Hudson Valley, Dennis St. Amore, Melly Belly, Chris Sullivan, Amber E., Annie L., Anis. Sarah Joy is also moderating. Thank you, Sarah Joy. Baby Shark. Rick Hoppy. Old Farm Show. Pinochet. Pinochet making an early appearance in the chat tonight. Wow. GGNYC. Jonah Katz. Daniel Terrell. Maddie M. Couldn't. It's amazing. It's just... people just don't follow the rules. It's just I don't know. I mean, I guess people don't listen to me. I guess when I explain the rules again and again and again and again and again, just people don't listen. I just don't understand it. I just don't understand. Maddie, while you're timed out, you can brush up on the rules. They're posted in the chat. We got Queen of the South, Cindy Lou, Mr. Dones, Sandra M. from L.A., Mississippi Girl, Michelle Lee, Brenda Bradley. Terry, I've seen some places where sneakers are in short supply, but I haven't seen anything where I couldn't get something I wanted online. So I'm not aware there's a shortage in that sense. Some store, I mean, that. I'm going to update you on the sneaker thing soon, but not having them hasn't been hasn't really restricted my search, at least for me. Jeff Ha, Jeff E, Kristen J. I don't know exactly why. I just know a couple places I went to. They said they had, maybe it's pandemic related. Had short supply, but I can usually find. I can usually everything I've needed I can find online. Kristen J, Andrea Franco, Madonna Harold, TT, Justin Rochkin, Sean TV. I should Google it at some point. I didn't even Google sneaker stuff, but again, there's a lot of products where people can't, that are short. So GK, Run Eddie, Peter Kuzlin, Charlie and Zoe. Karen O. Gordon Gott from the Appalachians. Melissa McQueen. Jackie Morgan, there was some lightning outside before. You might see some. Michael Clue is here. David Gibson says foot pain sucks. I'm going to have an update for you. Brandon Johnson. No, Kimberly, I haven't really had time to get into it. I mean, there's another update anyway. So, Kimberly, there's a whole other update. I will update you guys in a second. Miss Ravioli is here. Donna Sackman is here. Lee Field is here. Carlos Rose, a realtor, and his son David are watching again. Very cool. Thank you, David, for watching. Rosemary Randolph is here. Kelly Song is here. I Found Waldo is here. Hey, AJ is modding too. Thanks, AJ. Ron Stark is here. Irish Me, my condolences. Sorry to hear that. Bradley Hyman is here. John Gidry is here. Cold Fox is here. I think I just saw a little lightning. But there is some lightning going on up there. Maddie M, it's okay. You just need to follow the rules. Just follow the rules of the chat and all will be well. Holly B is here. Sue Baker is here. Darren Markley is here. Mr. Coldwater Canyon is here. Jake from State Farm is here. Boshy Bosh Boo is here. Oops. Boshy Bosh Boo is now timed out. No, I don't have the bright white light on right now because I figured people might want to see the lightning. So I don't have the light on right now. That's why you're not seeing the light in the window. Shane M is here. Blue Chainsaw Man is here. It's all right, Maddie M. Apology accepted. All right, so we are here. Nyla is there in Boston. I miss Boston. I grew up in Boston. Say hi to Boston for me. Our viewer, I don't know if he's viewing, but Owen wrote me and said, I'll be at the Blue Origin launch site. Very cool. Okay, so let's start. Let's get started. Helen Cowley is here. Michelle Lee is here. Pinochet, I think, was watching the. There was some sort of, I think, SpaceX launch. I wasn't really keeping up with it today. But I saw Elon Musk had posted about it. Oh, is it this? It's not SpaceX? Maybe it's this. I think this is what Pinochet is talking about. Super Heavy Booster 3 fires up for first time. Following a rigorous test campaign. Yeah, SpaceX has turned media, blah, 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 blah. SpaceX is doing some tests today. That's what it is. Okay, in case you don't know, in case you hadn't heard, hang on. In case you hadn't heard, we are going to be covering Jeff Bezos' rocket launch bright and early tomorrow. Jeff Bezos goes to space. I don't think this stream is going to be that long. My stream right now. I don't think the stream you're watching is going to be that long because I need to go to bed early tonight. I got to try to go to bed early because right now I'm scheduled to be on the air at 6:30 in the morning. So I don't want to have this stream go too long just because I got to go to sleep soon. Or I got to try to go to sleep. I don't know if I'll fall asleep, but I got to try to go to sleep early. So again, that is 6:30. Now, the actual launch is supposed to be at 9. Who knows if it'll be delayed? Last with the Richard Branson launch, it ended up getting delayed an hour and a half. But I got to be prepared to go on the air. So right now, I'm scheduled to go on the air at 6:30 in the morning. As Kenneth Colton says, it's 3:30 a.m. his time. Oh my gosh. Terry says, love space stuff. Rhonda Roll is here. Helen Cowley says, I'll be up early for work early tomorrow. Laverne Thompson is here. Sean TV says the test today was a booster test, the SpaceX test. Jujubee is here. So anyways, you know what's funny? It's just typical agenda-free TV viewers. Look at this. Look at this. The video hasn't even started yet. It's just amazing. 31 people have too much time on their hands. That they'd like to waste some of their precious time in their lives putting a thumbs down on that video. Jeff says maybe they dislike Bezos. It's all right, Baji Boosh Bosh Poo. Just watch it. Sarah Joy says there are cross trolls too. They come here and get timed out and go there and troll there. Rick says it gives meaning to their lives. Maybe it does. Daisy says it could be one person with 30 accounts. So anyways, that's tomorrow morning. It's the worst timing. It's not good timing. But what can I do? I can't change the timing. WikiWaka, no new camera yet. I'm looking into it. When I get a little moment, I'm going to spend a little time and look into it. But I got to wait till after this thing is done. No, I can't see who posts thumbs down and thumbs up. I can't see that. I don't have that information. Suki is here. Sharif is here. See, Michelle Sparks says, I'll be up anyway. I love early streams. So, that's coming up. That is coming up. So, be ready. I will be there. But again, I got to try to go to bed pretty soon. Get some sleep. It's not really my normal sleep schedule, so I don't know. I have a feeling I might try to go to bed and not be able to sleep, but hopefully even a few hours makes a huge difference. Boo Boo Nene. I hope you feel better, Moo Moo Nene, or that you're doing okay. Boo Boo Nene in Malaysia. Christy says, unfortunately, I will be on the road. We can watch it after. Kelly Song is here. Colligan Crafts is here. Terrence Bunce is here. I think I might have to put on the AC again. It's 77 in human right now. What in the world is that crappy, weird message? It's 70. Oops, you can't see. Oops, you still can't see. No, you can see. Look at those temperatures, just every day. Cloudy every day. No sun today, just clouds all day today. No sun. Yep, it's cloudy every day, Jeff, here. But warm at least. No, the flight tomorrow is going to be 11 minutes. The actual flight is 11 minutes. So it's a lot shorter flight than Richard Branson flight. As Terry said, that one was over an hour. GK says, been cloudy and rainy up here in Massachusetts for like 2 weeks. Let me turn the AC on because it's getting a little warm in here. Hold on. And I'm going to turn this light on. Okay. Anyways. Yeah, Laverne, go watch the stream called Update, as one of our viewers said. That's what you should do. Go watch that stream. It's called Update. Update. Hey, I got to put dates on some of my streams. I didn't put a date on the yesterday one. No, that I will after. This one here was last night. That would be the 18th. Normally, I put the date on the stream afterwards, and I didn't. Let me fix at least this one. Okay. Can I pin videos? Meaning what? I'm confused. And Tex is here. And Tex, I have to hide your comment because this channel is not the AFTV requests and complaints channel. The chat for this channel is not the AFTV feedback chat. It is the Lookner channel chat. So please, anything that has to do with AFTV, send it to me on Twitter. Thank you. Antex, maybe you didn't know, it just happens all the time. It's not you, it's everyone. It happens every stream. So please do not interrupt this stream with AFTV stuff. Oh, WikiWaka, thank you. WikiWaka says, thanks for the early stream. You mean the one tomorrow. You can thank Jeff Bezos. No problem, Antex. Thank you, WikiWaka. I appreciate that. I don't understand. M-Boy Games says, why can't you, when you stream tomorrow morning without content on, can you on here? That literally doesn't make any sense. What makes these channels different? I will direct your attention. Well, you can. What makes the channels different is this is my personal channel. The other one's a news channel. There you go. That's the difference. Thanks again to our mods. Sarah Joy, AJ, Rusty G has been there. Linda Belk is there. Hello, Linda. Thank you, moderators. Okay. No Lookner 2 channel. We don't need a Lookner 2 channel. Okay, so I want to update. So we have the Jeff Bezos stream is coming up tomorrow morning, right? And I hope you can make it, but I understand if you can't. I want to give you an update. Suzanne Anselmo is here. I want to give you an update on the sneaker crisis. On sneaker crisis. So if you watched last night, you know I'm having sneaker crisis, which is that basically I don't have any sneakers that fit, and I can't find any that fit because I have these crazy orthotic inserts. And sneakers aren't made to fit these inserts. And I've always managed to get by in life by finding like one pair of shoes that sort of worked. But currently there's no model of shoes that really works. Because nothing's made to have this in it. No sneaker is made to have this in it. There's not enough room. Especially in the toe area. Cal Voltaire says, very bad crisis. So we talked about this for like 2 hours last night, right? So I'm not going to go over it all again. Yes, even if I pull out the existing insole, it's not enough space. No, Matt James, it's not true. He says, Zappos New Balance has shoes you need. No, watch the stream last night. I'm not going to get into it, but watch the stream from last night. We went over it for 2 hours. So just no easy solution you will present will be the solution. Nope, not a size larger. Terry, that's an easy solution. Do you think I haven't tried that in the last 30 years? No. No. If you go too big, then the shoe is too big. M-Boy Games wants me to start cutting out the inside of the shoes. Oh my gosh. But let me give you an update, okay? Let me give you an update. But please, if you want to discuss that more, we discussed it for an hour and a half last night, okay? So that's the stream you should watch. I'm not going to rehash the entire stream. I want to give you an update, though. I want to give you an update. I want to give you an update, okay? Get ready for the update. It's actually an interesting update. Jason Madden is here. Hello. Okay. So I went today to return a couple pairs of shoes. I've been buying a bunch of shoes. I didn't buy a crazy amount, but I bought some sneakers in the last week just to see if they would work. And one of the things I did last week is I went to this like specialty running store, which is a very well-reviewed specialty running store. And they suggested a couple pairs, and I bought them. And they have a return policy. And one of the pairs when I got home, I tried it on, I was just like, this is not going to work. It's too tight, it's not going to work. So that one is like, it's never been worn. I was like, I'll return that one. The other one was those blue shoes I've been showing you, which were close. They were close, but ultimately they were too tight. They were too tight. And I actually tried the pair that's a half size up in those, and they were too loose. You know, so I went back to the store today, and I took the two pairs of shoes that I had bought, and I said, I'm really sorry. One of them I haven't even worn, the other one aren't going to work. And rather than just say, okay, fine, the guy tried to help me out. This really good guy, really nice guy working there. And he said, the first thing he said is, well, can we try anything else? And so I started explaining to him my issue with the orthotics, which he understood, because he used to have orthotics as well. So we started discussing this, and then he started, he brought out a bunch of different pairs for me to try on, and of course nothing worked. Either there's not enough room in the toe box, or there's not enough depth in the shoe because I'm sticking in this big, thick orthotic, full length of the shoe, and they're not made to have that much room. Or the shoe is too big, so nothing works, right? Now he did mention, I was talking to him when I was dealing with him, and he mentioned, he said, I used to have orthotics just like you had when I was younger. And he said, now I have these kind of smaller orthotics that are they're custom made, but they're not through a podiatrist, right? So he just kind of mentioned that. He didn't really say more about it. He said he used to have these, and now he has a smaller one, and that are still custom made, but they're not. They're made at running stores. So we're trying on shoes, and they're not working, and he's being super nice. And then what I said to him, I said, hey, so you have these orthotics now. You said you used to have orthotics like I have, and now you have these other ones, but the shoes fit you. So what's the deal with these new ones? Do the new ones not as thick as the old ones? And he said, no. And he said, well, we actually have a thing here where like some running shoe stores have this, where there's a company that makes custom orthotic inserts. It's not a podiatrist, but they work with running stores, and they will make you a custom insert, and they scan your feet. But he showed me the example of one they made, and the thing about it was, it's full. Oh, I think what I asked him, I said, "Are yours full length now?" And he said he showed me what they are, and they're not. They're full length, but all of this part here is much thinner. The part that's doing the arch support work is here. That's giving me the arch support here. But he showed me the kind he has, and it's not thick at all through here. It's thin through here. So you're still getting the arch support, but this is thin. And I said, wow, if I ever had a pair like that, I think that would solve my issues, because very often the problem I have with a shoe is that there's not enough room in the toes, right? So what he said, well, we actually sell these here. He said they actually have a 60-day guarantee. You could get a pair of custom orthotics that we make here through this company, and if you don't like them, you can literally get your money back within 60 days. And I said, that sounds interesting. So what I ended up doing is I got my feet scanned at the store. They do a couple different scans of your feet. Like they literally 3D image it. And I'm getting made this custom orthotic. The company that does it, I'll have to remember the company that calls it. It's like Superfeet or something. But they've been making orthotics for like decades. But they're involved. They have this thing where they're involved with a lot of different running stores across the country. And they have this program where like the running stores will sell the Superfeet custom insoles. But the idea that makes sense is if what's really doing the work, if what I really need is the arch support, that's what I got the orthotics for in the first place when I was much younger. That's here. That's not in the toe area. So the one he showed me, it kind of looked just like this from here to here. And then from here to here, it was just thinner. So if that actually worked, I mean, maybe it won't, but if it worked, it would like solve all my problems, I think. But I guess the idea is like, I am wearing the same kind of orthotics that I wore like 30 years ago, maybe over 30 years ago. Like when I first got orthotics, they would take a mold of your feet. They would put your feet like in plaster. But unsurprisingly, there's like imaging software that can image your feet now that just uses computers, right? So it doesn't surprise me that like a company would have that technology that's not a podiatrist's office. And so I'm saying a couple different things, but one thing I'm saying is that it's possible that this technology has advanced to a point where this technology could have advanced to a point where these are not the only kind of orthotics anymore. Maybe for my purposes, this new kind that I could get in the store will basically work for me. I mean, if it doesn't, it doesn't. I can give them back. So another thing is, look, obviously I'd prefer to go to a podiatrist, right, and get them. First of all, that's extremely expensive. So if I can avoid that, I'd like to avoid it. So I might as well try these. But also, another thing is, I don't know. I never brought it up to my old podiatrist. I don't know if there was an option to do like a thinner, tipped. I was never presented with this option to do like a thinner, fronted orthotic. Although I never said, well, I can never find shoes that fit. So maybe that's something they now offer at podiatrist's office. I don't know. But anyways, so the other thing that might happen is, like, if these work, I could see a world in which these work, and then the next time I need one, I then set up a podiatrist appointment and I say, I need a pair of these. So if you can give me these, I'll do them through you. The other thing I'll say is this. What I do like about this is that it's the company that does it works with runners. So, it's an interesting thing. Here's an interesting thing that the guy at the store said. Again, he didn't initially try to sell me these. I was the one asking about them. What he said was, when you have this kind of orthotic and it's thick all the way through, he said that might work for like business shoes. Because not everybody going to a podiatrist for an orthotic is like working out in them like I do. So there's something to be said for the fact that the company that makes these custom orthotics that I ordered them for is geared towards running and working out. Like that's what they do. That is their specific audience. So, so this is where we're at. I think the idea that maybe I can find an orthotic that's thinner here could really change everything. Could be a total game changer. It also might make me feel like a moron. If I find out that this works and that I could have for years had something in here. Well, to be fair also, at one point I had an issue with my foot. And if you look at this orthotic, there's like an indentation here, which I couldn't have like in a thinner one. But that was a one-time problem and that was years ago. So I kind of just have the same orthotic. But it's possible that this new one will just work for me or work good enough for when for me. Because I think there's certainly a huge benefit I would have to not having my feet always not fit my shoes. So this is what's happening. I have ordered a custom-made orthotic. They did scan my foot. They actually sent me the scan after, where it takes a full scan of your foot. There's multiple machines that do it, and they custom make this orthotic for your foot, and it's not going to be thick at the toe. It's going to be thin in the front part. We'll see. If it works, it'll change everything. It'll change everything. Also, it's really funny. I basically usually in shoes because of my thick orthotics, I normally have to take a size 12. The actual measurement of my foot, literally digitally measured from a digital measurement, said that I was a size 10.8. Also, I usually have to wear extra wide shoes and everything. These are wide. My running shoes are wide. The digital, because I have these big orthotics. The digital measurement of my foot said my width is even less than a medium. I think it said my width was a B or something. Anyways, it's my feet themselves are not wide. So I'm forced to get these shoes that are way too big for my feet because I have these orthotics. So what the guy said is the guy at the store said look, we don't know if these are going to work for you. If they do, great. If not, you can return them. They took back my shoes today like they said they would. But what he said is, if these work for you, I think your sizing is going to change on your shoes because you've been buying these totally different sizes. So that's the deal. I'm excited about them. I don't know if they'll work, but it really could change everything. But remember, underwear. I changed my underwear a few months ago because now there's new underwear technology that everybody wears, but I didn't even know about it. I kind of changed my shorts. There's some new shorts technology. I didn't really change because of that. I just actually got off my butt and bought some cheap workout shorts, which were good. But I do think that it's possible that orthotic technology has advanced in a way that could help me, and I just wasn't up to date on that. So, anyways, I'm going to read some comments now. Linda says, how long until they're there? They take between a week and 10 days. Between a week and 10 days, I will get them, and then I'm going to take them to the store. And the store will kind of work out we'll examine them. And also another thing is I'm going to have to get, when these come, none of my current shoes will not work with these. Because my current shoes are all based on my giant orthotics. Sarah Joy says, that's amazing and I hope it works out. I've been, my whole adult life, I've been wearing shoes that are too big for me in theory and also don't fit right. Even the current shoes I wear, the one kind of shoes I wear, this is the only model of shoe I've worn for 3 years, the Merrells. They still are too tight on my toes. And they're heavy. And I wish I could wear something different. But it's literally the only shoe I can find that fits, that sort of fits. It would just change everything if I could just pick shoes that are normal. There's so many more comfy shoes out there than this, sneakers than this. See, Michelle Sparks says, toss them all, start again. But it makes sense. It makes sense that that's the way to go. It's something I should have thought of before, actually. It's something I should have thought. I guess I don't know. I didn't know what orthotics technology was. But this guy who runs a lot at the store, he said, I used to have ones like yours and I stopped using them. And now I use these. So I just needed to talk to somebody who knew about it. I'm glad that guy was working there today. Because what's bad is the time I went in that store last week, and the person who serviced me never suggested it. It's this thing they sell. The person last week, to be fair though, the person last week probably just assumed that I need this full length orthotic, but they should suggest it. if a guy comes in and says like, hey, nothing fits me, I have these orthotics, they should say, well, have you ever thought of like getting these custom ones that like, have like the thinner front? They never said that to me. And this guy wasn't trying to sell it to me. It only came up because he kind of casually mentioned that he used this new kind. And then 5 minutes later I said, hey, about that new kind of orthotics that you use, are those like thinner or something? And then he explained it all to me. So like even the guy today didn't even bring it up until I brought it up again. It's strange. But I mean, it could be just what I'm looking for. Michelle Lee says it was meant to be the guy deserves a tip, a life-changing tip. If it works, I'll get him a gift card or something. But the other great thing is that it literally, if it doesn't work, I can return them and they'll give me my money. It's not going to cost me anything unless it works. All right, so let me read some comments here. But I don't want to get overly excited. But if this works, if I can get good orthotic support with an orthotic that's thin in the front and not cramping my toes, it will change everything. It would make such a positive difference in my life. It would really change everything. Let me read some more comments here. Amber E says this definitely could be a life-changing experience. It really could. Melissa McQueen says the transformation of Steve continues. And then I wouldn't need, like, if this were to work, then I wouldn't have to worry about the special shoes. Because my foot is like, if I didn't, normal size shoes will just fit my feet. Let's see here. Daniel Terrell says they have shops in your higher end malls that do the same. I mean, I'm aware of I've never been to one, but there are businesses that custom make orthotics, but they're not like podiatrists, and maybe they use the same technology. This store is called Fleet Feet. It's a chain of, I think they're a national chain, but they're a very well reviewed chain store in Orlando. Leslie D says, if those things work, what will we talk about then? Jeff Ha, this guy was so helpful. Just the fact, like, he could have, when I walked in there returning my 2 shoes, he could have been like, darn, this guy's returning shoes. Well, fine. But like from the moment I walked in here, he was trying to help me, and he started bringing me out other shoes. Now I'm sure they prefer you get something that you're gonna like, but he was just being helpful. He was just super helpful. Dennis, it's possible that the first person should have brought it up, like you said, just didn't know what to do. Not Cupcake says the guy today probably didn't want to seem pushy. He put the idea in your head and made you ask him. I don't know. I think it's possible that when somebody goes in there and they say, I have these orthotics, it's possible that the salesperson thinks like, oh, like they have to wear a full orthotic that's thick all the way through. Like he very well just might not have known that like I was open to the other thing. But they should ask about it. I mean, that's rather than getting the right shoes, if I can solve the problem with the orthotic, it'd be huge. It would be enormous. It would be enormous. He was a really good dude though. He was not pushy. Ellen G says it's amazing what a knowledgeable associate can do. You're right. While I was talking to the guy I talked to last week was servicing somebody else, and I was guessing that the guy I was talking to last week It seemed like maybe the guy I talked today was like a manager. So I wonder if after I left, the guy I was talking to today talked to the guy I dealt with last week and said, like, why didn't you ask him about this? I don't know if that happened though. I think the company is called Superfeet. Let me see if I can. Here's the website. This is what I got. Look. Superfeet, ME3D, personalized insoles designed and engineered for one person, you. Your ME3D insoles are made with a personalized 3D printed Superfeet shape for individualized support that moves with you because they scan your shoes. They scan your feet. I had my feet scanned today. So, but look, see, it's not, that's basically what it looks like in the sense of it's got an arch built in. Mine will have an arch, and it's got some thickness back here, but look at how thin the front is. Now, the downside that the salesperson told me today is like, these will not, if I got a pair of these, they do not last as long as the orthotics I have now. The orthotics I have now will last several years. These, he said, will last like a year, but whatever. So that's the idea, though. You can see it's like that gives you the general. I mean, they don't look exactly like this, but the general idea is that you got your arch support, and that's going to be hard plastic. But look at the front. The front is just thin. Now they also sell. This company sells. You can actually find reviews online of these. They sell like non-customized ones. Like you can just go and buy them out of the box. They sell those, but these are ones that they actually scan your feet. You see, it says scan your feet. And then look at this. See, this is all the places they sell them. All of these places are the places they have this. It's a lot of running stores around the country do this, but you can see a lot of them are Fleet Feet. Not all of them, but Fleet Feet, which is this national chain. I mean, maybe they're owned by the same person. But all of those running stores sell these. This is the ones I got, though. Anyways, it's the ME3D personalized insoles. So there you go. Melly Belly says if they work, order a few pairs ahead so you have them when those wear out. Well, if they really were to work, I might order more than one pair. But the other thing I'm open to doing is if they work, then after when they wear out, then maybe I go see a podiatrist and say, do you have these? I don't know. I could see a world in which you go see a podiatrist. See, I don't have anybody like here who I'd know. I could see a world in which I go see a podiatrist and they actually even do a better job of making these. I could also see a world in which I go see a podiatrist and they just don't specialize in this kind of thing for people who work out, and it's like not very good. So I'm at least going to, I'll know if these don't work. If my feet hurt, they're not working. So, but I'm going to give them a shot. Melissa McQueen says Fleet Feet sponsors a lot of running events around here in Sacramento. Budget Girl, I have needed orthotics ever since college. I have a flat foot. My arch is low. But everything, I mean, it just makes sense. It makes sense. Maybe it won't work, but the whole idea just makes sense. They scan your feet and they create these things. And I mean, in theory, it could work. Yeah, I don't have enough of an arch. So what would happen is, because my arch is low, my feet kind of, what happens if you have the feet like mine is, I think what happens is your feet bend inward. When you walk, they're kind of bent inward, and it stretches like the tendons in your, and I think it stretches the tendons in your leg because your feet are turning inward, and you get horrible shin splints. I still have Boy, it's the worst. I used to get these shin splints. It's hard for you to even, like when I touch my shin now, I get flashbacks of these horrible shin splints where I couldn't even walk. Freshman year of college, it got so bad I couldn't walk, and I had to go to physical therapy for like weeks because my feet were not aligned properly, and it was stretching out tendons and stuff, and it was rubbing against bone, and it was awful. And as soon as I got my orthotics, it fixed the whole thing. Never had them again. It's not a big thing. It's just because you don't have enough arch, the feet are not flat, or it's like your ankle is bent over. It's not like you look horrific. It's just it's because your arch is not correct. Your feet, like they kind of bend in a little bit when you walk or run, and just that little bit stretches stuff that's not supposed to be stretched, and it results in horrible pain. I hate even thinking about it. I worry, like if I don't even want to like touch my shins ever because I worry that they'll hurt like they did before, although they shouldn't. They always feel a little tender, but they don't hurt like they did. Back then you couldn't even touch them. It was so painful. Oh my gosh. Pronate maybe is what it's called. I'm not sure. Linda says, my son had them, but the Air Force made him run anyway. It nearly crippled him. You just can't. It's the worst. I don't know which it is. It's just when you have my kind of feet, the feet actually, like, again, they bend in a little bit when you're walking and running. But man, it was the worst. Oh, it was so bad. But that's when I knew. I mean, if you get like severe foot pain or leg pain, you really should see a podiatrist, because that's as soon as I got these things, it fixed everything. It never had it again. But without them, I'd get them all the time. No, I can run now. It's fine. Just because my feet are aligned properly. Never bothered me after. Yeah, Seize a Day says orthotics are like heaven to feet. But that was all the difference. Anyways, well, we'll see if these work. It would be really big if they worked. You know what happened is in the store. So in the store, obviously mine are going to take like a week or a week and a half to get here. But he took out something like this. Again, this is the general shape of it. It doesn't actually have this pattern on it. But he took out something like this and he said, here's one that's similar to what you'll get. And he said, let's put it in your shoe. And he puts it in my shoe. I put them in my shoes. And then I try on like a regular pair of shoes. And it's like, oh my gosh, there's so much room in here now. There's so much room for my toes now. So, how much are they? These are $150. If you go to a podiatrist, these are $150, the custom ones. The ones just out of the box they sell are like $50, but those are not custom. If I were to go to a podiatrist, my guess is in addition to the office visit, I'd have to pay for the orthotics, and I believe it'd be around like $500. I don't know. In my experience, that's around what they cost a podiatrist. I could be off by a bit, but that's how much. As of several years ago, that's how much they cost. But again, I'm not saying don't go to a podiatrist. I think you should. My point is that at this point, I kind of have always had the same. I've been wearing the same ones for years. So, and again, these won't last as long if they work as the one at podiatrist. But we'll see. There's no risk for me. No, my health insurance. If I were to get orthotics on my health insurance now, my deductible would have to pay for it. I'd have to exhaust if I had any deductible left, deductible first. When I was a grad student and I got like the good grad student insurance because it was through school, they actually paid a decent amount of it. But I would have to pay all out of pocket right now. Caesar Day says, my insurance charges $2 for $500 because they know benefits cover $500 a year. Nicole says, I just got a new pair, $500. Right. So once, if you have like good insurance, like fancy insurance, it might cover it. But like my insurance now doesn't cover it. It would if I met my deductible, but I'm not close to meeting my deductible. But yeah, compared to like it's just basically the cost of a pair of running shoes. So I will be happy if that works. But we'll see. We'll see. So anyways, it's a big deal. It's going to be a big deal when these things come in. Nicole says, my insurance doesn't cover them at all, and we have decent PPO insurance. Oh, Caesar Day says, my orthodontist charges $500 because they know our benefits is what I mean. Erica is here. It's interesting. Well, the thing about orthotics, for people who need them, they are essential. They are just essential. All right, so that's my orthotics update. Oh, let me show you this. I found another page explaining this. This is from the Fleet Feet website, right? That's the store. It's the running shoe store I went to. Superfeet ME 3D insoles, 3D printed running and walking shoe insoles. See, it's weird. They say 3D print, so they use a 3D printer. See, this might be the technology that allows them to do it. I was saying obviously technology is different when I first got these things 30 years ago. But maybe the fact that they can 3D print them makes it so that this company can, it would just be too expensive for a company like this to exist before. So that, and now that, with scanning technology and computers, it allows them to scan your foot 3D and then 3D print the things. Manic Miner says 3D scan is easily transferred to 3D printer. So it's probably the case that like a few years ago they wouldn't have this technology. Rhonda says 3D printing is super cool. I found Waldo says I've been walking on Two Broke Creek for 20 years. I'll see if there's a Fleet Feet near me. You could. Again, I think podiatrist is the best thing. I would say that's the best thing. But, if you just can't afford it, maybe this is an alternative. But I would obviously always advise somebody to go to a podiatrist first, because you don't know what's wrong, and they might say that there too. Get 3D ME 3D insoles from Superfeet. Low profile, not thick, lightweight support that's tuned to your body. Blah 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 blah. Superfeet prints each sole with an arch support profile to match the unique shape of your foot. Blah 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 blah. And then look, see, that's what happened. That's what they did to me today. They scanned my feet. And they also have you walk on this scanner, and the scanner detects how you're walking. Oh, I found Waldus has been to podiatrist many times. Well, you could try this then. Superfeet engineers each ME3D insoles using dynamic gait analysis. They actually have you walk. The process starts when you walk across the pressure plate that captures your stride in real time. The plate records each footstep to measure where you're putting the most pressure, and it maps the pressure across 5 zones. Oh, that's like going to be what they look like. That's the bottom of it. Anyways, there you go. Fleet Superfeet. I didn't even know they had this. I had no idea. Dwayne Brown says Footmax is similar in analysis. Here, I'll post the link to the page I just showed. Jake from State Farm does 3D printing. So maybe it's just the technology is such that this company can do this now, and before you need some like big manufacturer. Sonic, my thumbnail is just this. Melly Belly says it's amazing how much technology has come ahead for our feet. Honey Herzo says it's really amazing a 3D printer can do that. Wow. I'm guessing it's a lot. They need a lot less equipment if you can print it with a 3D printer than if you have to, like, if you didn't have a 3D printer. Okay, anyways. So that's it's going to be really big. It's going to be really big. See if those work or not. We'll see. It's going to be a huge thing. I had ordered some more shoes last night. I canceled the orders today. Cancel the orders. Laverne says if you do not have a really good pair of shoes, you will not know how much more you don't know how much more comfortable you will be in a seriously quality pair of shoes. Well, it's not that the shoes I have are terrible shoes, it's that they've never fit right. So maybe I've just, what will it feel like if I can get a shoe that fits right? Long live the fish. I'm not having any, I'm not having the crashing problems from fasting because I haven't been fasting. I've been eating on a regular schedule. Alexa Fulmer says, I want to see the new shoes once you have the right insoles. I'll certainly let you know. You know I will keep you posted. Okay. Let me just go a quick news check here. Again, I don't want to go too late tonight because we have the very early stream, the Jeff Bezos stream. We're covering Jeff Bezos Goes to Space tomorrow, 6:30 in the morning. Jeff Bezos Goes to Space. So join us tomorrow morning on Agenda Free TV, but I got to get some sleep. No, I'm not going to just stay up. It'll be terrible. Kenneth Colton wanted to share a book he says is about him. He says, Snowbound is my story about being lost snowboarding back in 1999 for a few days. Kenneth Colton wanted to share this with you. This is his book. A book about, he says it's about him. Snowbound. Helicopter crash and other true stories. If you want to see that book that Kenneth talked about, I'm posting the link. As an Amazon associate, I am for qualifying purchases. I just posted the link if you want to read more about it. Again, Kenneth says that's about him. Being lost snowboarding in 1999 for a few days. He said he was 15 when it happened. I'm glad you made it. 3 young men on a ski trip were stranded overnight in an out-of-bounds area. They lost track of trail markers during a storm. They reached help the next day and were treated for hypothermia, frostbite, and dehydration. I guess the idea is it's supposed to be like an educational book, I think. The person who wrote it is like, has worked with like the Red Cross and first aid and stuff. So I think the idea is it's supposed to teach the readers how to like be safe. Okay, anyways, let's see here. Just checking something here. Just checking news. Checking news. Yes, 6:30 Eastern time. That's when the Jeff Bezos stream is starting. 6:30 Eastern time, everyone. Hang on a second here. Lil Ray of Sunshine says, have you tried Keen shoes? Yes, that was last night. Yeah, I did try Keen. They didn't work for me. Thanks, Lil Ray of Sunshine. But hopefully if these new inserts work, then I won't have to worry about getting special shoes. C. Michelle Sparks says his stream has dropped 4 times. All right, we'll go a few more minutes here, but again, the idea is to go to bed early. I hope it's not the case that like the one night I go to bed early, there's like some big news story that I normally would have caught because it's late at night. I mean, what can you do? You got to sleep sometime. Yeah, Dark Horse Paintings, I don't know what the Bezos, the Blue Origin live stream is going to be like. Their live stream starts at 7:30. I don't know how they're going to do it. Sonic, in the press conference, they said that they didn't think the weather was going to be a problem. There might be a little rain, but the place where the launch is in Texas. What's the name of the town? But they did not seem concerned in the press conference. Van Horn, Texas. I mean, it doesn't look like there's much rain in the forecast. There's the forecast. Precipitation. Oh yeah, see it says 4 a.m. 6% chance of rain. So it's supposed to be nice there. Van Horn, Texas. Hey Linda, can you see it? How close are you to Van Horn, Texas, Linda? Linda, maybe you'll be able to see it. Van Horn, Texas is in western Texas. How far is that from you, Linda? Hold on. Where is Odessa? Linda, you're in Odessa. And it's not so close. What is it? It's 150 miles. 150 miles away. I wonder if Linda can see that. Linda, you should watch for it. If it's dark out, I bet you'll see it. Oh, actually, it won't be dark out because it'll be 9 in the morning Eastern time. So it'll be at like 8 o'clock in Texas. It won't be dark, but I bet you can see it anyway. I bet you might be able to see it, Linda. It's just going straight up and straight, basically straight up, straight down. Straight up. It's not orbiting. Linda says, I'll be asleep. Linda, you're not going to get up by 8 a.m. to see the launch? Linda, come on. Just wake up right before. Linda's in Odessa, Texas. Linda's not going to watch. Random Life is here. No one is going to be. There's no people on. They're not going to have bleachers at the site. I assume they'll have a camera there. Anyways, we'll see if Linda wakes up for the launch. Linda says there's no way I would see it. We have trees all around our place. I mean, can't you just go like out on the street or something? There's nowhere you can see the sky remotely near where you live. Are you in a forest? Are you in a redwood forest there? Dark Horse Painting says, I can see the Cape launches from Parrish, Florida. We are over 100 miles. Linda says, hanging head in shame. Alexi thinks it's too far to see. How far away can you see rocket launch? Maybe it is. I don't know. Hang on a second here. Oh, Kenneth Colton. Thank you, Kenneth. Kenneth says, I will send you a copy of the book. Back in 99, me and two friends got lost at Schweitzer Mountain Ski Resort in Sandpoint, Idaho. 2.5 days, hiked 9 miles total. I am very lucky to be alive. That was Kenneth's book that we showed earlier. Not Kenneth's book. The book Kenneth said this book is about him. Part of the book is about him. Teens 911 Snowbound. Kenneth, are you on the cover? Is one of the people on the cover you? Are you one of those people? Thank you, Kenneth, for your support. I appreciate that, Kenneth. Thank you. Kay says if the launch is at 9, why is the stream starting at 6:30? We do a pre-show. And their stream starts at 7:30, so I want to start before their stream. It's pre-show. We discuss it. The launch is only about 11 minutes long. The whole rocket flight's like 11 minutes long. I was trying to find an answer of how far away you can see a rocket launch. How far away can someone see a NASA rocket launch? This is on Quora. I don't know if that really does it. This person on Quora, who says they're an expert, maybe they are, says that with larger rockets. Tomorrow's not a larger rocket. Larger rockets, like SpaceX Falcon Heavy, can be seen after takeoff from different distances up around 400 miles away. But that's not a larger rocket tomorrow. It's a smaller rocket. I don't know. You know, it's interesting. Yeah, I don't know, because I'm used to seeing like the rockets from Cape Canaveral, and I'm in Orlando, but you know, those are bigger rockets. So maybe Linda can't see it. I don't know. But again, 6:30 a.m. tomorrow is when our Jeff Bezos rocket launch coverage starts. So come by, check it out, if you're awake. No, it's not a rocket plane. Richard Branson was in a plane that was a rocket. But this thing is, Jeff Bezos is going to be in a capsule on top of a rocket. And the capsule will separate from the rocket. Leslie D says, my uncle paid to have his ashes blasted off into space. He's orbiting Earth as we speak. All right, a couple more minutes, then I got to go. We got to wrap this up in a few minutes because I got to try to get some sleep. Manic Miner says, hope the live stream, the Blue Origin live stream, is better than the Virgin one. Darren, landing near where it takes off. Yes, he's going higher than Branson. 62 miles rather than 53 miles. We'll be covering all of this on the stream tomorrow. Mike Owens says, just call the Blue Origin. We won't be allowed in until 11. I'll try to get video from Van Horn. It sounds like our viewer Mike is in the area. Yeah, I mean, the chat is open. The chat is open on. Mike Owen wrote to me. Yeah, Mike Owen said, I'll be at the Blue Origin launch site in Van Horn, Texas. He said 4G is very weak. They're very remote. So our viewer Mike Owen in the chat is going to be is in Van Horn, where the launch is. He says, I deliver liquid hydrogen. Huh. Yeah, 4 people going, Bezos' brother, and an 82-year-old woman, an 18-year-old man. We'll be covering it, though. Live. Mike Owen says, I was there for the engine test. No, it's not 90 minutes. It's the wrong one. That's the Virgin Galactic one. It's going to be an 11-minute flight. Nope, 4 people total on the flight. You're looking at the wrong article. You're looking at an article about Richard Branson flight. This is the Jeff Bezos flight. Yes, the capsule will be parachuting down. The capsule will be parachuting down. If you go to Blue Origin on YouTube, you can watch videos of the test flights, and it'll show you exactly what happens. Evasive Snail is here. How is it only 11 minutes? Because it goes up and down. Most of the flight time for the Richard Branson flight was an airplane that was carrying the rocket ship flying up to 50,000 feet so that the rocket ship could then go from there. But there's no extra plane in this one. It's Bezos in a capsule on top of a rocket and it just launches up. Yes, as Rick Hoppy says, she's not an astronaut. She wanted to be an astronaut, but I believe she might have been a test pilot. Rick mentions 82-year-old woman, Wally Funk. Anyways, we'll be discussing all of this on the pre-show tomorrow. All right, I'm going to wrap this up. I got to go to bed somewhat early. So I'm going to wrap up this live stream. We're going to be discussing all of this. If you're interested in discussing this, then tune in tomorrow because we're going to be discussing all of it. This is what we're going to be talking about. On Jeff Bezos goes to space. There it is. People are chatting in the chat room there right now. You can go to the video right now and the chat room is open. But don't make the mods block you, as Sarah Joy said there, I think. So we're having a bit of a short stream here because everything has been pushed up. All right, guys. I really appreciate you coming by for this live stream. And thanks for listening to my update about my shoes. And I will certainly keep a week to 10 days, I'll be getting new orthotics in. Maybe. And maybe they'll work. Hey, Sonic. That's very kind of you, Sonic. Sonic says, thanks, Stephen Mods, Chatters, Lurkers, Bezos launch, shoes and orthotics. Yeah, this is probably one of the shortest summaries, Sonic, ever. Because we didn't have many topics this stream. But thank you, Sonic, for your support and for the summary. Thanks to all of our moderators. Guys, give it up. Sarah Joy has been there. Linda Belk. Rusty G was there before. AJ, thank you. Thank you. Thanks to all the lurkers. Thanks to the chatters. Thank you for watching. Also, big thanks to Kenneth Colton and WikiWaka and Sonic for your donations. Thank you. Thanks for watching Stephanie L., Kenneth Colton, RD, Mantronics, Ziggy, Cindy Jones, Jackie Morgan, Random Life, K Body, Jeff Ha, Apocalypse No, LH, PB and Jedi. PB and Jedi is here. Aries Puric, Gigi, Alexa Fulmer, Budget Girl, Melly Belly, C. Michelle Sparks, Ziggy, Kenneth Colton, Jake from State Farm, William Stade, Random Life, Beth Stannard, Ziggy, I Found Waldo, Mike Owen, so early. I like covering it, but I'll be happy when it's over because what happens is I just for like the 3 days before the stream, I just worry about it being so early. So I'll just happy when it's over, so I don't have to worry about it being so early anymore. Oh my gosh, April Coco is here. I'm really gonna try to go to get some sleep soon, even if I can get a few hours. Harry says these early rocket launches suck. How about the people on the West? This would actually be better for me on the West Coast. I don't know though; it depends. But you know, we don't cover many rocket launches, but we're covering this one. I'm going to set 2 alarms. Doom Chaser. I will set multiple alarms. John A. and Petey was here. He says, I'm setting my alarm to watch the stream of the launch. Now, it is possible, remember last time with Richard Branson, they delayed it an hour and a half. So it's possible I'll wake up. Last time with Branson, I woke up and they said they delayed an hour and a half and I slept for another hour. So we'll see. Colligan Craft says, we'll try to see it. Stephanie L., why are they doing it so early? I'm guessing there's some kind of reason it's better for them to launch in the morning. I don't know why that is. No, if I take NyQuil fat vegan, I'll be like a zombie tomorrow. Yeah, I don't know the specifics as to why it's that time. Ooh, Mike mentioned the Discord. Hey, remember, you can talk to other people in the Discord. You can talk to other viewers in the Discord. Don't forget, the Nightbot will post a Discord link in a second. Also, Lookner channel on Twitter. Follow Lookner channel on Twitter. I sometimes post random stuff there. Bonus content. Dave Moss, thanks for watching. Daniel Terrell, Rhonda Roll. Mike Owens says thunderstorms start in late afternoon, so morning is best. That's interesting. Ziggy. Colgan Crafts. Rascally Rabbit. Shaft is there. Good to see you, Shaft. Guys, it's time to wrap up this live stream. I'm really going to try to go to bed. This is on agenda-free TV, Linda. Agenda-free TV. No question. Okay. All right, guys. Polly. Thanks for watching, Polly. And long live the fish. I'm never going to be able to fall asleep. I'm going to try, and I'm just going to be sitting there because I don't normally go to bed this early. TT, thanks for watching. No, these aren't the shorts from Rita. These are just the ones from Old Navy. These are the Old Navy ones. I'll have a shorts update for you when we do the next one of these streams. I owe you a shorts update. We'll have one soon. I gotta write myself a note. I'm writing myself a note right now to do it. All right. Random Life, thanks for watching. Rick Hoppy, William Foe, everybody else, Budget Girl. All right, guys. That's it. Thank you again to the mods. I appreciate it, mods. Thank you. So that's it for now. Thank you guys for watching. And maybe I'll see some of you bright and early tomorrow for the Jeff Bezos rocket launch coverage. Cherry Cola, thanks. Everybody else, thanks for watching, and we'll see you very, very soon.